I'm wearing these goofy carpal tunnel braces that to help my fingers come back to life a little bit after typing so much this morning already, and I went ahead and tried to click on one of the boxes near my camera window here on my screen, and I ended up shutting off the camera. It's funny. All right. So, all right, I had some personal news come into me through the mail today that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm not going to go too far. It's about my mother. She's got medical concerns. She's going to have something happen on the 22nd of February, and I haven't been talking to her and making her, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it took the wind out of me. I went swimming, came back. It's why my hair is wet right now, and I've been off topics forums for a couple hours now. Couldn't even swim good because I went to the post office box at the post office before I went to the pool. It's pretty severe, Bad news with my mom, right now. As of this afternoon, I found out I gotta process it. Well, I had a lot of thoughts as I was getting out of the shower again at the pool and things, and I was gonna, well, you're a gun ho guy and you're gonna make it. But I guess I'm just saying I'm getting into a needy place publicly. I don't know if that's a good thing to do to the degree I'm doing it. I'm trying to be as human as I can, but I'm not a entertainment product in my personal life. My personal life is basically all I got going on. I got no professional life, and I'm wondering what the hell to do about it. I was just looking at a video blog, a vlog from this guy. Dating sucks. These two kids in New York City, one gay kid and one straight, or apparently straight kid, and they're at YouTube.com 70,000 hit level. Must see. High definition video, and for current news, winners, losers, hot, who's not, that kind of shit. They're young, they're trendy. YouTube's contacting the gay kid for his own show or advisement or whatever the hell's going on. And, he's talking about that. Well, YouTube called me, and I'm like, 70,000 hits on this one video I'm watching, and I just clicked it off. And I picked up the camera and put it on right now, and I said, let me say something. And then I think to myself, what I mean? It's like, this isn't what I'm here for. I'm not here for any of this shit. I'm here just to put my music out there so I might be able to get some other musicians to show up and help me play publicly, make some records, go out. But that dream seems to be getting further and further into the mix in the background. In echo, putting echo on it. It's like, it's crazy. I wish I will. I'll get out of this heat I'm in right now, looking for a date and getting caught up with everybody's personal contacts. And who knows? I only wanted one girl to get into right now, and I'm having a hard time connecting. And if there's any other time I would need anybody to hang around, it would be about now. And for a girl. And I don't know, maybe I'm needy. I'm listening to John Lennon music and I'm starting to feel it, and he never was a musician to me. He was always something more like a poet guy, and he was talking about human being stuff when he was talking about women and things. And it wasn't about just getting, a buzz and feeling good with the music, because the music was secondary with John Lennon. It was always about his words. And so I got John Lennon on my mind, and I'm probably looking for a fight, in some way, trying to feel, less involved with the pain and suffering kind of thrust that I'm going through with my emotional life over here. That's why I'm not playing the drums and the guitar this week. I'm going, well, what the hell? I mean, you got things to feel. Sometimes you just got to download them. So check me out at www.topics.com, Austin Centinela. I'm talking about a lot of things. I'm talking more there than I've been. And then I try to copy and paste it into my MySpace, ACent2112 blogs. And I'm kind of linking everything together. I'm putting everything out full frontal. You know what I mean? It's not nudity. It's just so bearing. And my resume's online and everything's there. Any interested parties, I'm asking you, you know, in the capacity you're interested for me, contacting me, please do. Uh, I'm in good shape. I'm in good working shape, and I'm in good form. I might. Well, I'm looking. I'm really looking forward to going back to work and going back to school in lieu of any other activity or option right now for music or creative anything creative or entrepreneurial. I don't have too much education right now. I have an associate degree in general studies from 2009, graduating, and you know, I would like to be able to socialize and get my anxiety and my mania and all these personal defects and character defects and quirks under control. And I'd like to be able to be a public voice in some capacity, not a celebrity. The Eric Bagnosian, what's his name? Eric Bagnosian, however you pronounce him. Story of Talk Radio. Did you ever see that movie Talk Radio, where he was a talk show host in the town and he gets shot at the end by some guy that just walks up to him and shoots him because he had a big mouth and he wasn't liked. But he did attack his audience. Maybe you guys don't need to be attacked. Maybe nobody else needs to be attacked or terrorized anymore or threatened because somebody's trying to be a cultural or civil personality, public personality in a cultural, sociological, social commentary kind of critical, We've already had Imus. We've already had the 70s. Everybody was smoking Marlboro cigarettes and Winstons, and everybody was having a good time doing all kinds of shit. And we have a different generation, and I know I don't speak for it. I speak for that pocket of people in their 40s right now that don't understand where the hell they are and what they're coming into, as all personal reference is annihilated post millennium. And, we're not antiquated or archaic yet, but we are definitely not relevant. We're not obsolete like Burgess Meredith yet, but in Twilight Zone, obsolete man. But at the same time, we are the ones inheriting the position to be the state, washing away relevance and revision of historical, account and all that stuff. So, it's a new world, and we're only in it a little bit in our 40s right now. People in that range of life. And older, 40s, the guys in their 50s, my aunts and uncles and things, even 10 years older than me. They have a whole different experience and personal, tale to tell, about American perspective. There are things that don't change, but, and that's what I'm really looking forward to, finding out for myself. Rather than the topical cultural trendy fashions. And there are some lines that I don't cross and haven't crossed as close as I've been to crossing them that keep me from enjoying myself as much as I could and hold me into a more of a bondage kind of a position of role and standards. I'm trying to be tolerant and I'm trying to be supportive of everybody's diversity and everything, but there are things that I got in my lines that I'm trying. They're moral battlegrounds for me as a personal identity within my person at this point in my life. All right, so I am enthused. I'm doing well. I have typed a lot today. I even explained in my postings this afternoon. I type so much because it's kind of physical therapy for my hands to hit the keys. It's my crazy way of playing. It's like a crazy distraction technique, guitar technique. I call it. It's a distracting guitar technique that I take a break and pause and use my fingers that way on the keys for dexterity. And I got issues with nerve damage in my carpal tunnel hands and things like that. And I'm learning how to type. I happen to be here alone, so I'm talking to the imaginary other person that posts, questions or addresses me who might be reading. I like social perspective. Life's good. Inherently, I believe life is good. So I'm not a, I'm, I wanted to say I have like a, well, let me put the next edit together before I start sentences and then cut them off.